Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing both Koraidon and Great Tusk EX. 1 year later, they were both originally released in Scarlet and Violet base set. And with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see how we'll be playing both of these EXs today. So we will be running 2 copies of Great Tusk EX, mostly just for that attack. Gigantic Tusks does 250 damage, which is a pretty good number to hit because we will be able to combine that with tool cards and do 280 damage, and we can one-hit KO stuff like Giratina V-Star. His first attack is pretty decent as well. 1 energy, get to do 40 damage and discard the stadium in play. So we also will be running 2 copies of Koraidon for our energy acceleration. We do want to go first with this deck so that we can use Dino Cry on our first turn, and we get to attach 2 fighting energies out of our discard to one of our Great Tusk EXs, and then our turn does end using this ability. So that's why you do want to go first with this deck, because we can't attack on our first turn, so instead we will just end our first turn with this Dino Cry ability. We also will run 2 copies of Diancie just to protect our basic Pokemon on the bench. Your opponent won't be able to use any supporter cards against your basic benched Pokemon, but that's stuff like Boss's Orders. And keep in mind, this only does work when Diancie is in the active spot. We also do have 1 copy of Cobalion. It's here basically just for the Charizard EX matchup. If we have this Cobalion in play as well as Justified Gloves and Grant, we could one-hit KO the Charizard from Obsidian Flames. We also do have a 1-1 line of Bidoof and Bibarel for the draw engine, so we always have 5 cards. And Squawkabilly is here just for its ability. If we do get a bad starting hand, we could discard it and get 6 new cards. Moving on to the trainer cards, we are mostly running a turbo deck that is heavily reliant on items. So we are running PokéStop, and some of the more unique item cards that we are running here, we are running 4 copies of Crushing Hammer just to slow down our opponent. We also will be running 4 copies of Pokemon Catcher. If we do win the coin toss, we could gust up one of your opponent's Pokemon. We also will be running stuff like Heavy Ball, just in case one of our basic Pokemon do get prized, we can swap it out with this Heavy Ball trainer card. And like I said earlier, we are running 3 copies of PokéStop. It's kind of like our draw engine for this deck as well. We also will run 1 copy of Town Store just so that we can find some of our tool cards much easier. And finally, moving on to the supporter cards, we do run just 1 copy of Boss's Orders and 1 copy of Grant so that we can potentially do that 30 extra damage using Grant. And moving on to the trainer cards, we do have just 1 copy of Choice Belt just for those V-Star Pokemon, and 1 copy of Justified Gloves for the Charizard EX. And finally, just 11 basic fighting energies. So those are all the cards I really wanted to point out in this deck, and let us see how it'll do in the matches. And it looks like they chose Tails here. Something tells me they want to win this coin toss. They do lose it. But let's go first. Do get a mulligan. Let's put out Diancie in front. And it looks like there's gonna be a Roaring Moon deck. Put out Tusk. Let's get a Battle Pass. Get Squawk. Koraidon. It's Earth and Vessel. I'm gonna attach the Justified Gloves now, of course. Squawkabilly. Yeah, we'll take that one. Nah, we'll pass up on that. Gunnar, Diancie, and... yeah, let's just use Dino Crime. Okay, they put down PokéStop. Attach energy. The Iona was, which is fine. We didn't really have anything. Seeing the Ultra Ball. Still not seeing a Roaring Moon here though. Wow, the Ultra Ball away boss and a PokéStop, I believe. Yep, there's Roaring Moon now. See, they get the dark patches. Is that Squawkabilly as their last card, or research? It's energy switch, okay. They restart. Interesting, they do have capsule, which is, you know, we can vacuum that off. Let's try PokéStop. Let's try the catcher. Ooh, it does fail. Yeah, we'll just use vacuum. Use Crushing Hammer. Wow, that fails also. It's Earthen Vessel. And we'll use this Dino Cry here. So yeah, we used the one Pokemon catcher, 2 hammers, a vacuum. Let's see. Ooh, they do get a dark patch here. But they're probably gonna put it on. Okay, they put on more Pecco. Another dark patch, so that should be the 4th one. Yeah, that should be all 4. And they do boss us, which we do get to negate it. And they have one card. They're probably going to use restart, but they're kind of taking a while. Yeah, there we go. They get 3 cards back. And they do pass. Hound Store. I don't really need that. Let's PokéStop. Trekking Shoes, no. Skip that. Choice Belt. No, this button is pretty tough on us. Let's pass. See, they pal pad, probably back both of their bosses back into the deck. Yeah. And they do use Iona, which fine for me. Nice, we got 2 hammers. They switch out. They do go into more Petco. See, the PokéStop. They do lose Darkrai V-Star. Unless they're running 2 copies, yeah, they are running 2 copies of it. Yeah, it's kind of bad. We lost our boss early on. And 1 Pokemon catcher we used. Let's see, they're gonna Star Abyss. I'm assuming they're gonna get Dark Patches back, in my opinion. Looks like they got 1 Dark Patch, I believe. Just showing the log. Yeah, they got Energy Switch as well. Let's try the Crushing Hammers. Don't work. They both fail. Let's PokéStop. Hoping for a Pokemon catcher here. Ideally, yes, we do get 1. Will this work? Of course it doesn't work. I'll go for the Spike Draw. Not much. Just a Heavy Ball. So what is that? 2 Pokemon catchers we used. And they lose a boss for PokéStop. Okay, they go into Darkrai V-Star. Let's get a Bidoof, I guess. And I don't really want to use PokéStop. We just got 9 cards. Let's knock out Darkrai V-Star. There's a Pokemon catcher. So they go into their Pivot Mew EX, so let's see. They're probably going to go into Roaring Moon. Just kind of bad that all of our hammers, I believe, failed, as well as the catcher. Yeah, well, we got 3 hammers. Yeah, we have 4 hammers in the discard. So let's see what they go for. Yeah, they are retreating into probably Roaring Moon. Yeah, not surprised. They do use Energy Switch. And they go for the Calamity Storm, I guess. Yeah, just knock us out. Let's see, we got Vacuum. Okay, that's the last energy at least. Yeah, we'll just go for the knockout. Let's see. 2 Switch Carts prized. That's not good. They go into their Morpeko, which is basically their pivot or one of their pivots instead of Mew. See, we do have Cobalion in the discard. I kind of forgot we had that in the discard even. So, and we didn't even get Super Rod to get it back into the deck. They get another Roaring Moon. Okay. They touch energy of Galarian Moltres. Okay, they're retreating out, of course, into Roaring Moon. Another energy switch? That's what I'm guessing. There's no way. No, yeah, they attach. So they're definitely going to have to go for Frenzied Gouging to knock us out. Interesting, they do boss our Koraidon. Okay, let's go back into Great Tusk. Let's just use PokéStop for fun. Let's see. Yeah, we do knock it out. What was prize? Escape Rope and Pass. Okay. Ooh, and it does look like they are going first. That's not super ideal for us, of course. Funny. We get 3 fighting energies on their opening hand. What was that, like 30% of all of our energies? And we just get Diancie. Not really the most ideal start here, honestly. And they got Cramorant. It looks like it's gonna be a Lost Box of some sort. Looks like they got everything. Yeah, looks like they're gonna be Lost Tina. So, since we have such a bad hand, I feel like all we can do is just try and buy a turn or a couple turns to slow them down. Ooh, we do get PokéStop, which is really good. Yeah, let's take the Nest Ball actually and get Squawkabilly. Use PokéStop. We did lose a boss there. Surfing Vessel again. Let's use the Pokemon catchers. Nice, first one works. Hopefully they can stay in Giratina for at least a couple turns. Let's Squawk and Seize. Okay, now we finally get the Battle Pass. Yeah, I'll just go for the Dino Cry here. Really hoping they can't switch out here. And they got 7 cards in their hand here. So let's see. It'd be even better if they don't have the energy also, or they can't use a bit seeking. Okay, they do have the energy. They get even Giratina V-Star. So that was 2 cards in their hand. I'm assuming they're probably not going to switch out at this point. Ooh, they bosses. Does it get negated? So it looks like they wanted to boss Koraidon. Okay, they just passed. Wow. Another Great Tusk. Let's use Crushing Hammer here. Nice. And get rid of energy. Let's PokéStop. And we'll just use Dino Cry here. Hopefully this works out. I'm surprised they didn't have the Colorless Experiment last turn. So that was pretty good. We did lock them into this Giratina V-Star. Did buy us already one turn. And it's probably going to buy us another turn. And they don't even have any Colorless Experiment here. Oh, there it is now. So they must have either just drawn that now, or they had it in their hand saving it. Wow, they gave up 2 Giratina Vs into the Lost Box. I'm not sure what they got planned. Because I don't think Lost Box carries more than 3 Giratina Vs. Oh, they do have the switch out though. So they do go into Cram. They're probably gonna knock us out. Yeah, they do knock us out. Hopefully our Pokemon catcher works here. And I'm not saying them so long to choose one prize here. But the play for next turn is obviously get Grant out of the discard, which discarding 2 cards from our hand is not a big deal here. At 30 damage is pretty clutch for knocking out Giratina. But yeah, let's try the Pokemon catcher. Ooh, it does fail. Let's use PokéStop. And we don't get another one, unfortunately. Guess we'll Nest Ball for Bidoof. Get that down. And yeah, I guess we'll just go for damage. Kind of bad we couldn't get the Giratina, unfortunately. I'm assuming they're probably gonna go into Comfey, get Trekking Shoes. Because, yeah, they're not gonna go into Giratina with no energy. Ooh, so already got 3 Pokemon catchers in the discard. And our boss. We do get Colorless Experiment. Interesting, they do rope out. Guess I'll give them Squawkabilly here. What did they have? 5. They already got 7 cards in the Lost Zone, and they will have 8 soon. But yeah, I don't mind giving up Squawkabilly if they knock it out. See, they put down Greninja. Doesn't look like they're running water support, but they could be. They Mirage Gate, probably for Giratina. Yep. 2 energies onto Giratina. Mirage Gate again. I feel like just knocking out that Giratina will give us the win here. And I even get 2 more energies, 1 to retreat with. And I think I already used Colress Experiment, so they won't be able to boss us for something else. Nor Counter Catcher, because we are 5-5. Yeah, they just go for Lost Impact. So let's use Trekking Shoes. We'll take that. Used again. Nah, we'll skip Koraidon. Trekking Shoes again. Use them. Yes, we will take Bibarel. And we'll get Raihan out of here. Give a Battle Pass and Ultra Ball. Yeah, I feel like we should use PokéStop. Yeah, that wasn't much help. Yeah, let's just knock out Giratina here. Two and 3. Okay, at least we get an energy here that we can attach to Great Tusk. I'm going to Comfy. So maybe they're gonna Super Rod back the Giratina. It's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, they're switch carding again. And he's going to the other Comfy. Wow, I have 6 energies into the Lost Box. I don't know why they put 6 energies in there. Especially the Psychic ones. Because once you put Psychic in there, you know, you're not going to be able to use Sableye. Assuming you run it. Let's see, the Greninja. So they are running Water Energy even as well. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't seem like the most standard Lost Box or Lost Tina deck. So I got 10 cards. They switch card. They're probably going to another Comfy, of course. Yes, they do. I don't know if they're gonna go into the third one, because I don't see really much that they need, like, unless they're looking for a Super Rod, which it doesn't even look like they play Super Rod in this, quite frankly. They Mirage Gate, probably, I guess, for Greninja. But yeah, this is a pretty wonky Giratina deck. I don't know what they're doing here. Looks like they're gonna retreat out into Comfy. I don't know. It looks like the only play they could do here. They use Colress Experiment. Which, let's see, that's their third one, I guess. They got 3 cards left in their deck, so if they don't like figure this out, they're gonna just lose to decking out. Okay, they got rope. I guess we'll just give them Great Tusk. The other one. They go into Comfy, they go into their third one, I guess. Okay, there is the Super Rod. I'm assuming it's going on to... It's going to be used for Giratina and then 2 energies. No, they just get 3 energies. Yeah, that's pretty odd. Well, I don't know what they're trying to do here now at this point. They attached a grass energy to one of their Comfies. And they end up passing. Now what, we're gonna get Grant out again. Thin out our deck, our hand a little bit here. Catch another energy. Yeah, let's just put Belt on anyways. Put our PokéStop. Let's use Grant. Let's just use Crushing Hammer for fun. It does fail, interestingly. Let's use Bibarel. Escape Rope. No, we're not gonna do that. I'll just knock out Comfy for 70. Well, yeah, Cobalion. Okay, so we don't really need that either. See, they use Thornton. Okay. Not a commonly used supporter card. That was definitely very, very clutch. Very clutch, because now they need just a psychic energy to attach to their Giratina. To use the Star Requiem. Ooh, they are gonna knock us out actually. The free knockout. But we do have another Great Tusk ready. Let's get Grant out. Yeah, we don't need Cobalion. Let's use Grant. Yeah, we have to do a clean 280. I got Giratina. There we go. Well, those were all of the matches. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.